Okay, you all know how this is done. E-waste, Mike, you had a question. Oh, look what I did. Blade was too short anyways. Let's try that again. You had a question on how to get that copper out, that little strip. I'll show you in a sec, the easy way I know. See, now I cut all around it because there's that steel piece in the middle. It's a little extra thick to cut through. Okay, this is new. There we go. Now, you got that wee little piece inside. That's also copper. Normally you cut through it when you're cutting it with the Sawzall. I'm going to cut it off here. This little guy right there. You see what I'm talking about? Him? Okay. I'm going to show you a trick. Yeah, this is the rest of it. Not done yet. How to get him out? Really easy. Put it back in the vise. Grab your channel locks. We need to zoom in for this so you can see it better. Okay, you see where that little piece goes in, right? Goes in right here. It's crimped back here. Now this piece of steel comes off. See? Look how easy it comes off. It's just a cap. I do believe it's stainless steel. You can check yourself because the magnet doesn't stick to it. Oh, it did this time. Most of them don't stick. Yeah, it's very, very light. See? So it is stainless. You can throw it in your bucket if it's 10% or less. But anyways, can you see that at all? When you take that little cap off, it's just sitting on top. That's what's holding that piece in. It's been crimped. This whole piece on this end of the ceramic is copper. So I cut the little copper piece off. Now your piece is loose. You see it goes all the way through and gets crimped right on that. That whole piece is copper. Now, I know Shark Scrapper was saying beryllium. If it's a earlier model, like within the past 10-15 years, that's ceramic, not beryllium anymore. They had to do away with it. It was law. Like everything else, just like asbestos. We've got to do away with it. But anyways, that's how that little piece of copper is held on. It's crimped. See, you can get the rest of that copper off. Look at that. So you got that piece, the little piece that was crimped on, because that's what held this guy in place. Now mind you, this guy is held in place by this end and is attached to the one spoke right in there. That spoke, you can see the little nub. Somehow, I guess the way it radiates and then sends it straight up this little piece of copper. So I'm thinking this little guy does all the work. because your zapping comes out of this hole on that end. I'll show you on another one. Magnetrons are all roughly, oh look, this one had the end broken off. They're all roughly the same. That little piece is where the power comes out of. I can take that off right now. They're not hard, they're just like pressed on. See? It's just a cover, and there's your piece. Your piece is behind that. You can cut that now if you want, doesn't matter. It's not going to make a difference. You just more or less uncrimping it is what you're doing, and you can see him inside there. So now when I cut him, he'll fall right out. But that's how you get that little piece out very easy. And then you got this guy is stainless steel. He's got a slight attraction, not much. So you can throw them in your stainless steel bucket or throw it in your shred. There's no weight there, like it's almost zero. And then you reveal this little extra piece of copper. Hey, if you're nervous about these things, don't break them. You shouldn't have to because you put everything in the bench vise properly. But anyways, I don't think you can uncrimp these because if you look at it, it looks like they're spot tacked. You can see it right through there. There's a little piece there, a little piece there. This one got sheared off. But I'm thinking they're spot tacked, not just folded over. So that's why you're only going to get so much out of there. But that's, yeah, now you understand what you meant by using the vise as a guide. I know it's a pain in the butt. Once you cut the one side off, it gets a lot weaker. I learned this trick quite a few years ago from an old guy down in Florida. Because I used to just throw them in with the shred too. Never realized that how much copper was on there. But if you don't want to play with them, don't play with them, you know. Nobody's forcing you. Right? It's just your choice. But it's extra copper. See, now you can try and peel it out. No, that's not gonna, oh yeah, there we go. Using the vise. Some of it will peel out. But then the end result is the same. Nice chunky piece of copper. But that's how you get this little guy out, man. So, copper, that little strip, copper, of course there's a little extra because I did two of them, but anyways, there you go, Mike. That's how I get the little strip out. Simple, simple, simple. And my yard classifies it all as number 2 copper, so since I already crimped them, let's get them out of there. Come on. I know it's, use the edge of the bench vise. That's what I've been doing too. Give her a spin around. Too much. It's easier to cut it when you already got a starting point. See, now I never did cut. I only cut it, released it from the outside. Right? I didn't cut them from the inside. So now it's pulling out. See? That little piece of copper, I already uncrimped him. See, he pulled right out. Now you know where he's attached. The ceramic's already off on this side. It's all copper. Wow, look at that. Found something out new again. Yeah. It doesn't want to let go. There we go. And see, he's still stuck there. You can take them off if you want. But that's normally when you cut all the way through, you cut them loose. See? Boom. The other ends don't mean nothing. Now I just noticed. Red. Oh, wrong piece. Are we all copper? No, it's got to be steel. Yeah, I thought so. So I have to finish it. You know where I'm going with that, right? But that's how you get that little piece out. Come back here. You can do it with a grinder too, but I think you lose more copper. Now we have the other piece. Boom. There you have it. Two little pieces of stainless. I throw them in the stainless bucket. These are shred. And that's it. Simple, simple. Hopefully you've seen all that. There you go, Mike. Anybody else interested? Boom. Have a nice day. See you curbside.